Good evening, everybody. Sorry for not being able to upload or do much. Been really sick constantly, back and forth. So I want to talk about sort of the birth of a new lolcow, in real time. I'm referring to Becky Boop. She's like a recurring person, a host, co-host of Lolcow Live, and she and three other girls were meant to be part of a new series called Lolcow Queen. Now I will talk about that, but not in this video particularly. I want to talk about this sort of her sort of actions the last couple of days, right? Starting with her sort of attacking Grace Drop, whatever her last name is. I'm just gonna call her Grace. She's a lolcow in her own right who has a lot of things. Another person I will talk about, but not too much on here. All I'm gonna say is Becky Boo believe her and her dad did some things which in some states are very much illegal to do, and but nothing ever really came out of it besides some hearsay or rumor. I'm not really here to talk about that much about it, but it's sort of part of the story, right? It's part of the story that Becky Boo decided to attack her because he felt that she didn't want to work with a person like that and promote something like that. The thing about it and the thing about lolcows is most lolcows are disgusting individuals. They are degenerate at heart at times and are known to do horrible things. A lot of lolcows have been platformed over the years and spoken about. By that logic, most people would not even talk about most of the lolcow, right? Because some lolcows are predators, some are PDFs, some have a questionable morality, have done some things, right? But for Becky Boo to sort of go on his high ground when she's on a lolcow live show herself, it's kind of stupid. And I think that's what created and birthed her lolcow, right? This is sort of the cornerstone of her lolcow. And that also give you a little bit of backstory more, right? She was originally brought on the show because she was one of RTU mistress, right? And during that time, around October, really around September, October, RTU and lolcow Live had a lot of beef, and at the way for Keem started to get like revenge and payback, he brought in Becky Boop, and it has really got Rich mad, and ever since she's just been part of the show. And again, it says she was offered a spot on a new show, and now as we're kind of really talking about it now, she more or less got fired again because she went after Grace, because Grace in her eye is a disgusting individual. I already said that it doesn't matter. Almost every lolcow, one way or another, is disgusting in their own right. Let's look at like Keem, Boogie, and Wings. Whether you like them or not, and I surely do like them, I would agree that Wings can be very lazy and has said some things that are questionably moral, and his mindset is not the best and very unhealthy. Boogie has lied a number of times, cheated, and straight up is not always the best individual. Let's look at his fatty coin and his cancer stuff. And Keem has such a long history of just questionable action, but that's more of the nature of the beast at that point. It's like she can't really stand on any ground where these three guys are known for the things that are done, right? To me, I feel like it's just you're trying to make something moral when there's no morality to be found. There isn't, and I think that's what led her to finally become a lolcow, right? It was a little bit there for some time, but now she's a full-blown lolcow. Because after that, right, she got fired. Then the day after, her and Keem were supposed to have a show together. She never appeared, but then she appeared, and then she started snapping and crying and yelling, and then all the other girls started to pop up. Tina, who's another lolcow, who's going to be lolcow queen. Lynx, who's another person, and then obviously Grace. And it was just... It was just hilarious, right? And then after that, there was another show that came out Saturday. I didn't really get a chance to watch it completely, but I watched enough of it to get the gist of it. She kind of came in and apologized, and you could kind of tell that she is trying to get on to the show again. She is trying to do her best, you know. And one of also, I forgot to mention that one of the main reasons she attacked Grace was because of there was something to do with money as well, which is like, you know, and also her kind of victim blaming Grace. Because again, like, whether or not you believe in the rumors about Grace is, or whatever you want to call it, is up to you. But regardless, there is a sense that she is a victim of that circumstance, right? No matter how much you like her or dislike her, she's a bit of a victim. And kind of blaming the victim for that kind of stuff does not make you look good. It actually makes you look like more of a lolcow. And in the last episode she was in, I'm not sure if she's going to pop up. I'm not sure Akeem is going to pop up again. Mind you, this is being recorded Sunday, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. But there was then her and Grace and Lynx went at it again about like money and a bunch of things like health issues. And it's kind of make Becky to be like a scumbag and prove RTU right. I forgot to mention that like Becky attacked Lynx because Lynx has like alcohol fetum syndrome, which surprised me because she doesn't look like she does. If you don't know who Lynx is, she's been on the show a few times, and she has sort of a history on the Discord server for being a little bit of a drama queen. So there's that. And with Becky Boob, kind of attacked her for disability, and then people that didn't like that. And it basically, we just saw the birth of a lolcow. I know I had to condense 3 days of back-to-back information in this small little video, and I could go longer, but I feel like you have to watch it yourself in real time, or just as it just, you know, as it's uploaded, to fully grasp the birth of a lolcow, which is always something interesting to see in real time. Watching somebody who was just sort of harmless, then slowly, you know, to become a degenerate in a mental state, to becoming a lolcow, to me is just fascinating. It's sort of watching somebody who's extremely successful in life slowly become into a homeless, crazy person. And that's what a lolcow is in some regards. But, you know, some lolcows are actually richer than some people out there, actually. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I'll probably one day try to do a full-on coverage because there's so much to this in 3 days that it's extremely densely packed. But until then, yo, have a good one and be safe.